Xbox Game Pass is a service that has changed the way we play games. A service that gives you instant access on hundreds of titles, blockbuster hits, and hidden gems. On console, PC, phone, and well, possibly even your fridge. But how did it grow into a gaming powerhouse? And could its future be in jeopardy? From its humble beginnings to defining moments, we're breaking down the evolution of Game Pass and asking the question that people are starting to wonder. Could it all come crashing down? To understand how Game Pass became what it is today, we need to go back to the mid-2010s. At the time, services like Netflix and Spotify were changing how we consumed movies and music, shifting from ownership to access. Microsoft saw an opportunity to do something similar for games. In 2017, Xbox Game Pass launched with a small but growing library. For a flat monthly fee, players gained access to around 100 games. By today's standards, this doesn't seem like a lot. And the games were mostly older titles, games that many players had already experienced, like Saints Row 4 or Gears of War 3. However, at $9.99 a month, the subscription was a hit with Xbox's most loyal fans. It wasn't until 2018 that Game Pass started to get popular. That year, Microsoft announced that every new first-party title would launch on Game Pass on day one. Games like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Forza Horizon 4 were suddenly available at launch for subscribers. For the first time, we didn't have to spend $60 on each new game. I remember thinking there had to be a catch. Are there limited levels? Fewer cars? Nope. We had access to the full game. This move not only boosted Game Pass's popularity, but set a new standard. While Xbox Game Pass started on consoles, Microsoft soon expanded its reach to PC gamers. At first, it was a separate subscription with a smaller library compared to its console counterpart. However, Game Pass for PC soon evolved into something much more powerful. The library grew to include major franchises like Age of Empires, Flight Simulator, and Total War Warhammer. Microsoft also began to focus on cross-platform play, blurring the lines between console and PC gaming. They could access a vast library of AAA and indie titles. This integration between Xbox and PC gaming has been one of Game Pass's biggest strengths, giving it an edge over competing services. Despite its early success, Game Pass still had a problem. If you wanted to play online multiplayer, you had to pay separately for Xbox Live Gold. That changed in 2019 with the introduction of Game Pass Ultimate. This all-in-one subscription combined Game Pass for console, Game Pass for PC, and Xbox Live Gold. It also added perks like exclusive game discounts and later access to EA Play. But perhaps the biggest addition was cloud gaming, or xCloud, which allowed players to stream Xbox games directly to their phones, tablets, and even low-end PCs. Suddenly, your console wasn't a requirement. You could start a game at home on your Xbox and continue playing on your phone while on the go. I remember the excitement when I finally got my invite to try xCloud. I couldn't believe that I was playing Halo on my phone. This seamless experience helped solidify Game Pass Ultimate as a great value for gaming. As Game Pass grew, so did Microsoft's ambitions. This would be shown by many acquisitions of major game studios. It started with studios like Ninja Theory and Obsidian, but one of the most notable was the 2020 acquisition of Bethesda. This brought massive franchises in gaming like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Doom to Game Pass. Then, in 2022, Microsoft made headlines again with its acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Suddenly, franchises like Call of Duty, Diablo, and Overwatch were part of the Game Pass future. Microsoft was building a library of some of the most beloved and influential games in the industry. And with upcoming titles like Avowed and the next Fable, Game Pass subscribers have some potentially great games to look forward to. But perhaps the most surprising development is that some of these games might also be coming to other platforms. For example, Forza Horizon 5 making its way to PlayStation. Microsoft isn't just thinking about exclusives, it's thinking about expanding its reach across all gamers. So where is Xbox Game Pass headed next? The future looks to be all about accessibility. Xbox wants to be a service that's available on every device, from high-end gaming PCs to smartphones and smart TVs through cloud gaming. We're seeing more cross-platform releases and collaborations. For example, Forza coming to PlayStation shows that Microsoft isn't interested in locking players into one ecosystem anymore. Instead, they're focusing on bringing their games to as many players as possible, regardless of platform. Rather than sell a few million consoles, which Xbox has not been the best when compared to Nintendo or Sony, Xbox could have hundreds of millions of players subscribing to Game Pass across multiple platforms. Microsoft is continuing to follow companies like Netflix, aiming to dominate the service space. Now, rightly so, some people wonder if Xbox could become the next Sega, moving away from hardware entirely and focusing only on games. This isn't about failure. Microsoft isn't giving up the console game, they're shifting the Xbox brand from a box under your TV to something that can be used everywhere. And with cloud gaming, future AAA titles, and deeper integration on PC, I think the best days for Game Pass may still be ahead. So whether you're a dedicated Xbox player, a PC gamer, or even a PlayStation fan excited to play Forza, one thing is clear. Xbox Game Pass is reshaping how we experience gaming. What started as a simple subscription has become a revolutionary service with a massive library, cloud gaming innovations, and day one access to blockbuster titles. And with possible new acquisitions like Kojima or maybe even Sega one day, more cross-platform releases, and evolving technology, the future of Xbox Game Pass is only getting more exciting. So what do you think the future holds for Xbox Game Pass? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.